and 50s and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause I blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, he like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, what a point to guard. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers.
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Baltimore Ravens. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL.
No, it's the same as always.
That high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Nah, it's counted as one session.
With his 16th touchdown of the year.
But usually that he would work out by himself at least once as well. And he would just pay me individually.
Conditions, the point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. On the ready. 54, right there, 54, Mike. Defense wins championships, baby. Ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Ready? 60 outlaw. 54, right, 54. Blue there. Ready?
Going to give this time to the tailback. Got some room at the 30.
Oh, come on, dude. I went the other way.
Before he's out of bounds. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
36.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
You draw quarter. Switch.
From the gun, Rose, eluding the pressure right, looking for the end zone. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rose. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Operating from the gun, Rose. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
So if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 19 yards away as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
52's the mark, boy. 52. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Big Trevor.
To throw on 2nd down. Rose. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 76 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Oh, yeah, which I gotta get done this. I gotta finish this right quick.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Oh, let me jump to the fucking ball.
Take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm right there on the ball. On the surface here. Let me jump for it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Cook. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Now Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his
so
own
weird
defense.
Like,
Those
he
guys
didn't put the ball in his hand, but
they're
then
not
he
playing
don't
receivers
just
as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback.
dump the ball out of his hand. Anybody else will hold on the ball and just fucking fall down with the ball.
As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Rose. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Going to give this time to the tailback.
That was a flag, man.
Back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
Oh, my God. If I can get up this fucking field, man. Every time I get something going, man, all of a sudden it's a flag.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hey, Delta. Switch gears. Chopper. Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, 152, 152. 61. Satch box, right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Rose. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long in that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join Charles?
The coach.
I just had some oatmeal.
Standing by in Orlando, he'll have stats.
I just had some oatmeal.
Games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Rose. He's got his tight end, Oliver. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Ready, break. Here we go. Check 3, check 3. Recon, 132 fighter. Speed grip.
On 1st and 10, Rose. That's complete, right around the 8.
Oh, come on, dude.
And it's
God, I can't never get anything down.
And this one will be brought
Always something,
to
man.
22.
Always something,
All
man.
these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And
I can't even catch the fucking ball.
Almost
Come on,
picked
dude.
off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free
Damn,
safety to
you
come
fucking
up
jumping
with.
right on the ball.
But it's 2nd down.
Oh, tell me I can't even get the ball now.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Cook.
That's
Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I can't catch that ball.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, man.
At the line on, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Alpha.
52. 52. Yeah, let's get second.
Go.
2nd and 4. Over the middle, complete. It's Watts. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do
I needed
is use
that.
his body
Oh
to
my
keep
God,
the
I needed
defender
that
away
fucking
from the
pass. And
football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Can't believe I jacked that up.
Let's go. 50. Plant. We own it. We own it. Yeah. Ready?
Now they try the right side here. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, Rose. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Yeah, this fucking back turn, man.
It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half. Still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
$12 yards on the return that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Cook stripped the ball.
Give me the ball.
And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. You've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Check nickel. 6-6. Pull it high. Cut.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
You get out of that damn hole.
To pick up there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot
already made me miss a field goal. That
is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Looking to throw. Rose. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Looking to throw on second down. Rose.
Catch the ball, Fat Boy. What are you doing?
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Pilot, 64, weak.
From the gun.
Wrong button.
Rose.
Wrong button.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Wrong button.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them
Wrong
to go.
button.
The football led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Wrong button. I hope he does bring that blitz. That'll be the best thing he can do.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
So right there. Right there.
On 4th down, Rose. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Like I said, don't call no holding or nothing.
He's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 43 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And try to atone for it here on this drive.
I believe that fucking
that is
goddamn.
going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, it's Cook. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They run again on first down. Cook. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, dude.
On 2nd and 2, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year.
At least they ain't getting no holding call.
Push further out in
All
front.
I'm doing is getting called
Well, they
for
had
holding.
gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because of just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist.
Oh,
he's not a
he
team
out of
anymore.
bounds.
Just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Man.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Throws.
I'm throwing the ball.
To escape, and
I
he
took 2
goes
steps over
down.
through the ball.
He's NFL sack leader.
Man, does he have to line up for a quick
And now
pass like
that's
that?
2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Throwing on 3rd and long.
What's the difference between the last time and this time?
Yeah, quick throw here. That's complete.
I don't think any
The
sense.
completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Rose, flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Yep.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the story? We just came from the store yesterday.
At the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Watch the run, watch the run. 25, check 25, check 25.
third down, Dalvin Cook. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it,
that's what I'm saying. Like, what is the difference between the other times he sacked him? I don't really get, like, what's the
I think
difference?
that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be
I'm doing the
aggressive
same
on
thing, ain't doing
offense,
nothing different.
because I know I've got a defense that can
This
hold
guy's
up
still
their
coming
end.
off the edge the same way.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, throws. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. So we got 3 on one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Back to throw. Throws. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st down. It's Cook. And some room to run now.
Oh, my God.
That's the 20.
How do you want to let the dude die?
Into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Come on, man.
Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
As the Ravens
push further out in front.
And to me, that touchdown
right
allows
there.
you to
You
start
tell me it
grinning
couldn't die.
widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Oh, man.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Go, faster!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go.
Operating from the gun. Rose.
Oh, shit. Wrong person.
To escape, and he goes down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
It ain't silly. You don't know what you're talking about.
Rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And they give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first.